If you've ever written something for a large audience, it can be difficult to hear criticism of your work. It's hard to know what to focus on when people have so many different opinions. So here are 5 takeaways from reviews of Suzanne Collins, American author and television writer. The author might think that the reader needs to know every little detail about the world they're recreating, or they might feel like they have to explain things in order for the story to make sense. When you rely on stereotypes, you're reducing your characters to a set of characteristics that are based on prejudice and misinformation. They need books that explore the tough topics in a way that is honest and age-appropriate. Just remember these 5 takeaways and you'll be on your way to writing a great story. Thanks for watching, and see you next time. When you tackle difficult topics, you show readers that they can trust you to handle these issues with care and maturity. Plus, it gives them a safe space to learn about these topics and work through their feelings. So if you're going to write a young adult fantasy book, don't shy away from the tough stuff. With careful consideration, you can handle these topics in a way that is both informative and engaging for young adult readers. This kind of thinking can lead to discrimination and even violence. So if you're going to write a young adult fantasy book, make sure to avoid stereotypes. Create unique characters that are well-developed and interesting. Readers will thank you for it. Whatever the reason, info dumps are a surefire way to bog down your story and lose your reader's interest. So if you're going to write a young adult fantasy book, make sure to avoid this common pitfall. No. 1. Don't censor yourself. Writing for a young adult audience does not mean you have to dumb down your writing. Young adult readers are smart, and they want to read books with complex characters and thought-provoking plots. In fact, they're often more open to new ideas than adult readers. So don't be afraid to write for your young adult audience. Just because a book is for young adults doesn't mean it has to be simplistic. No. To avoid info dumps are when an author tries to cram too much information into a story. This can happen for a few reasons. No. 3. Don't forget about pacing. Pacing is how fast or slow a story moves, and it's important to keep readers engaged. If the pacing is too slow, readers might get bored and lose interest in the story. If the pacing is too fast, readers might feel like they're being rushed and not given enough time to care about the characters or the story. So if you're going to write a young adult fantasy book, make sure to pay attention to pacing. Keep your story moving at a good clip to keep readers engaged. No. 4. Avoid stereotypes. Stereotypes are harmful, and they're just not good for your story. And no. 5. Don't shy away from difficult topics. Young adults are dealing with a lot these days, so if you're feeling a little unsure about your young adult fantasy book, don't worry.